Hey everybody, it's Stefan. We are having just a little bit of technical difficulties, so we're working on it. Thanks for joining us today. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up or hello in the comments section. I assume you probably can hear me. Okay, good. Yeah, you can hear me. All right, thank
But
you.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear Tony? Well, I think they can probably hear you because you're coming through my microphone. Shall we start over?
Yes.
Okay, we were literally recording for about 10 minutes, thinking that everyone could hear us, and so we're gonna start over again. So let's cue up some intro music.
Hi, Madonna, Louise, Veronica Ciccone here.
When will you understand that I am a person and not a thing?
Look it up.
Do something else. Do my eyebrows.
Better to say, am I being true to myself? And is this what I want to say? And have I expressed myself the way I want to express myself? I mean, that's what it's all about.
You're listening to MLVC, the Madonna podcast, your place for all things Madonna, Louise, Veronica Ciccone. Hey everybody, it's Stefan, and we are live. What would it be without a few hiccups? Yeah, so welcome to the second live episode of MLVC. I feel like I'm having a massive case of deja vu because we literally just did this. We have titled this episode Confessions on a Podcast because we want you to confess your love about Madonna's masterpiece to all things dance and disco, Confessions on a Dance Floor. But before we get to the topic du jour, it is a momentous day, ladies and gentlemen. Tony and I are actually podcasting live in person in the same room. Thank you, vaccinations.
Yeah, thank you.
It's an amazing thing being able to podcast. We haven't podcasted live in person in over a year. We were doing shows in person and then COVID struck and we went remote and we've been remote ever since. And we probably still will do some remote just because it's, as everyone realizes, commuting to work is a bit of a hassle. So being able to sit in your jammies in your boxer briefs in the comfort of your own home and podcast is far easier than hopping on the L train going out to Brooklyn.
But yeah, we love the opportunity to be able to put out weekly episodes and get some really great guests and just bring you guys a quality show every week.
Yeah,
so
and
thanks for listening.
Well, and so the other momentous occasion is you are joining us on what is known as our podcast's second birthday. 2 years ago today, we published our very first episode. As you've heard us say on the podcast, we had literally no idea what we were doing. We just were flying by the seat of our pants, decided to express ourselves and our love of Madonna. And and we just, Tony is hard to hear, which I bet is because these mics are not picking it up. They're hearing you through my microphone.
Okay.
Do you have the Podbean app on your phone?
I'll be right back.
Tony's going to check and see if, they're saying Tony sounds like he's far away. That's because you're probably hearing him secondary through my microphone.
I'll be right there.
Yeah, Tony. All right, so I'll do a little bit of banter.
I'm a little girl lost in a storm.
Yes, he's in the Justify My Love hallway. He's searching for Tony Ward, and I'm waiting.
I am not.
Oh, you people are so cute with your Madonna puns. Who's responsible for sound? We are. Hence the reason why. Honestly, people, it's the Podbean live platform is kind of screwy. It's weird that we can't sort of like figure out what's going on. I don't know. Yeah, we are. We'll probably go live again in another month. We're going to do a live episode around the 30th anniversary of Truth or Dare. So hopefully we'll get our shit together by then, and we'll be able to figure out the sound, and we'll do it then. But yeah, so
hey guys, can you hear me?
She's getting pissed. Tony is now putting on a cone bra.
No, I'm not. Tell them what I'm really doing.
It's a cone bra that he festooned for a Halloween costume one time. Well, I'm sorry. He's making me tell you it's not a Halloween costume. It is an everyday outfit. We want to see the photo shoot. Trust me, I will snap some pictures. You can follow Tony on TikTok.
I'm not on TikTok.
He's getting pissed. Is anyone able to call in? I see lots of comments, but calling, but no answer. I don't see anyone calling in. Well, this is one successful MLVC Live.
Yeah, we're all going through something together now.
Yeah, this is a shared experience that I can't see anyone calling in.
How about now?
Well, it says you've joined. Definitely one of the all-time worst. Please keep your puns coming because it's...
Yes, we will do a fan meet in New York.
it says it's ringing. I don't see anybody calling in. Oh, and I see they're all calling in on yours. Hold on. Okay. Connect. Hello, Michael.
Actually, this is
Hi, Chris.
Hi,
Chris.
Hi, Stefan and Tony. How you doing?
Hi, good. Sorry, I thought we had. I thought we'd picked up on somebody else, but apparently we haven't.
Welcome to our wonky show.
I know it's never a dull moment.
Chris, where are you calling from?
Minneapolis.
Oh, and how is it in Minneapolis today?
It's beautiful, sunny spring day.
Do you have a confession that you'd like to give the audience?
Do I have a confession? Confessions tour is my favorite Madonna tour. How's that?
That's good too. Where did you see it, Chris?
I saw it in Chicago. Amazing.
One time or multiple times?
Only one time.
I know. I wish I'd seen Confessions more than once. That's the
Yeah.
one tour that I only saw once, and I wish I'd seen it more.
I saw it twice because the first time I saw it, I was in the mid-level mezzanine, and I decided as soon as that disco ball came down that I would be back in the first 5 rows. And I went to the 3rd row, and I got into a fight where I turned a chair over and told people to leave me alone that were drunk, and I'll never forget that experience.
Oh, Tony, everyone can hear you now, so... Okay, see,
Loud and clear.
We just had to go on to... FYI, we had this huge setup. We had our professional mics. We had this big old monitor. It was a professional setup, and now Tony and I are literally just on our mobile phones.
Well, you got to make it work.
Exactly.
Yeah, I try, but all is not for naught. So we're gonna follow our little outline of the show. We're gonna do a little This Week in Ciccone, and Chris, I don't know if you saw last night, Madonna in the wee hours of the LA morning decided to go guerrilla style on the streets of LA and started papering up some gun control posters. Did you catch that? I woke up and saw it on Twitter.
I just saw it this morning when I woke up that she had posted video of her doing a good deed, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, I loved it. I think I was fascinated just because she is walking around and it's just her on the street. Like just randomly Madonna walking on the street, wallpapering up some posters.
Listen, she's an insomniac, so I'm glad that she actually has activities that she can, take care of in the middle of the night.
It must have been middle of the night. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And she was yelling at her assistant for taking the paste away too quickly is what I noticed also.
Well, Chris, thanks so much for joining us.
Okay,
thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Chris. We'll talk to you next time, okay?
Let's take another caller.
Yes, let's take another caller.
Hello,
Hi.
Hello. Who's this?
this is Mike.
Oh, is it Michael from our erotica episode?
Yes, it is.
Oh, calling us from London.
Calling you from London.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good. Sorry I hung up on you earlier.
It's not the first time a man hung up on me. So.
Michael, can you talk a little bit more into your microphone? I'm having a little hard time hearing you.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yes. Are you outside?
I am outside. I'm so sorry. Is there can you hear people and voices and?
I was gonna say it's really tough to hear you. So put the phone in your mouth, Michael.
Okay, well, yeah.
I mean, we're right on brand. Hung up, sorry, what's next, you know?
Yeah.
So what are you confessing today?
I prefer the original Express Yourself version over the video version of the song.
Ooh, controversial.
You know, Michael,
Yeah,
I
I
agree
love
with
it.
you too.
Yeah.
My favorite version of Express Yourself is the local mix
Okay.
because
I
it's
think
more like the original version. Why did they take those horns away? I need the
I
brass
agree.
section.
Oh, I think so. I think they sound fantastic. It kind of has a very like a prayer feel. When they took it away, it just kind of sounded like it was more from the Dick Tracy Vogue kind of era, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
But
the other version's great. It's just more robotic and not much more of a soul, I would say.
I agree. No, I definitely agree.
Michael, what are you wearing today?
Stefan!
Well, look,
Absolutely
the
not.
boy is constantly shirtless on his Instagram. It's a fair question. I wanted to know
Oh.
if he's outside flaunting his pecs or not.
Oh, my lord.
I have my arms out. I don't have the rest of me out though.
Oh, okay. You save that for the gym and for the privacy of your own home.
Michael's probably on his way to the funeral, and he's, you know, in a very stately outfit, I'm sure, correct?
I do wear a suit for work, so about an hour ago that was that was the image.
Well, listen, Michael, I hope that you're staying safe in London. I know that you guys are still going through it, and we're thinking about you guys over there.
Yeah, thank you, and you guys as well. It seems like things are really picking up over there finally. So
We're
all the best.
trying. Because,
Yeah.
you know, we have another segment of the population that doesn't seem to understand what's happening, but, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lock them up on an island, I say, and just let the rest of us live.
Yes, let us
Amen.
live.
Yeah.
Well, Michael, thanks for joining us. Say, have some. We'll have some tea in your honor a little bit later today.
Thank you. It was nice to chat with you guys. Great to hear.
Nice to talk to you, Michael. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Ciao. Ciao, Bella.
It's so fun to be able to talk to people. Okay, so we want to talk a little bit more about Madonna and the Gucci photo shoot.
Oh, yeah, she looked really good in that.
She looked fucking fierce. And who wants to join us talking a little? Who loved the Gucci photo shoot, and who wants to chat Madonna and Gucci?
You know, some people said that she looked like Erica Jane. I thought she looked like Janice from the Muppets, and that's not an insult. It's not.
Oh my God, yes, that's awesome.
Because I'm a big Muppets fan. You know, I know some of our listeners are too. I'm talking to you, Pablo, in London. But yeah, she looks like Janice the Muppet, and that's a high compliment.
I thought we were getting a little bit of like Madonna Dashian, you know, like I thought she looked a little bit Kardashian-esque, but not in a bad way. I thought the long blonde hair was working for her, and she was rocking. Her silhouette looked amazing. I love the colors on her. The photos were fun, and she was striking some good poses. You got to do that.
Once again, I hope that this photo shoot has something to do with the release of the Madame X DVD / tour film, because, you know, there's a lot of work that needs to be done to release a filmed concert, and you need to really put the time in, and, you know, doing photo shoots at 3:00 in the morning isn't conducive to an editing concern. So I'm just putting that out there.
Well, look, we know that there was a reunion between her and Guy Oseary, which was fantastic. It's so stark, the contrast between Madonna and Guy Oseary at this point, because Guy Oseary is embracing his gray, and he's got like a full-on Moses beard and a big wily head of gray hair, and Madonna, on the other hand, is like Benjamin Buttoning. Like, Madonna is like, I swear to God, it's like 30-year-old Madonna has rejoined us from the past and decided to go watch the Madame X tour. People were very excited, thinking that this screening meant the Madame X tour.
And by
was
people,
done.
you mean me.
Tony. That, you know, yay, the Madame X tour, it's done. And no, apparently Madonna says there is still work left to be done on the, people were right there with you. We do not know what on earth could possibly be left to be editing this. Like, bigger things have been done. You know, I mean, like Madonna said, they've built houses in far less time. I mean,
We got a vaccine for a global disease in less time than it took for the Madam X tour and DVD to come out. So
it's so true. I don't know if this thing isn't like some like sixth dimensional viewing experience where like you feel like Madonna is sitting on your lap talking to you at the Madam X tour. I don't quite know what to expect. It better. I'm just praying it's great.
I was thinking of quality on the level of Kylie Minogue's Aphrodite in 3D tour film that was released in cinemas and in 3D DVD. Just putting that out there, Madonna.
Yeah, if you're listening, Madonna, if you're tired and listening in LA from your guerrilla poster painting, we'd love to, just a sneak preview, just something. But yeah, we know it's coming.
So yeah, Madonna's back in LA because she just bought a house there, right?
Right, 19.3 million. So if you wanted to know where your Madam X tour dollars were going to, that's where it's gone. So if you, however many of you spent multiple thousands of dollars, you've helped Madonna pay for the Weeknd's former residence in the Hidden Hills in Los Angeles, and now that's where Madonna is living.
Yeah, it's just kind of strange to imagine Madonna living in Hidden Hills. For anyone that's been there, I mean, it's very woodsy, but once you get out of the residential area, it's literally chain restaurants and strip malls. It's quite suburban, and I feel like Madonna hasn't lived in the suburbs since she left Michigan.
Well, I think she wanted to have a secret garden, and she probably wasn't able to have that at her townhouse estate compound in, there's nothing secret in New York City. Everything's out in the open. And
yeah, she wants a place to get together with her children now that they're growing and they're into sports, and yeah, I get it.
Question that I can see on the comments: do you think she's moving to LA for the biopic?
Oh, absolutely.
Probably. She's probably going to have a lot of work to do once that gets off the ground. I'm assuming the rewrites are happening right now, and then once they go into pre-production, it'll be full steam ahead. I assume they're going to be doing filming in New York City. We've heard a rumor from an inside source that filming is set to happen this fall in New York City. So I'm assuming they will move production to New York at some point, but probably interiors, any soundstage stuff that they need to do, any stadium stuff, if they're doing that, that will probably take place in Los Angeles just because they'll have the resources.
I don't know. I feel like they're going to recreate the East Village and the Universal backlot, like where they shot the Madonna Missy Gap video. Remember that?
Oh God! Like on the it'll be like the Friends set. They'll walk by Central Perk in the background. And, I hope not. I hope that they really film in New York City. The East Village still looks like old school New York. There's sections of the city they wouldn't be able to film in because it just looks too new. But if they shoot in Lower East Side, it's still grimy and gritty, and it can work. But yeah, I'm hoping. I want to be an extra. Like I've said, I want to rock up and be like, oh look, there I am behind that tree. There, there's me stalking Madonna.
And I'll say it here. I can play Christopher Ciccone. I've got the chops. I'm not an actor, but I can do it. I can show up and say, the cops are here.
They say that you can't do the masturbation scene tonight, otherwise you'll be arrested.
Speaking of arrested, Madonna was really upset at this lady that deigned to comment on her gun control post. Did you see that, Stefan?
Do not come for Madonna on her Instagram, people. She is not going to have it. Somebody called her out saying, you don't live in the real world. You have security guards and this and that, blah, blah, blah. We the real people, we need our guns. And Madonna was not having it. She replied and called that Karen out, and I loved it. The last line, of course your name is Karen. Now,
yeah, and then she said, come see me. Thanks for reminding me, Castagna.
Now, some people are saying that was probably not Madonna writing that because there were no spelling errors, and as we've seen on Madonna's Instagram, when she does do her own Instagram posts, there are usually some spelling and punctuation and grammatical errors. I have a feeling she did not type it in, but she most likely dictated that because that tone screams Madonna. And I thought it was absolutely hysterical. Totally on brand.
And finally, for what everyone was talking about yesterday was what it feels like for a girl remixes, which are streaming. I know we all own them on vinyl or on CD singles, but it's just so good to have it all in one place at your fingertips. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Tony, do you know what it feels like for a girl?
Yes, I know lo que siente la mujer. You know?
Well, that's what's so great. So there's like, I think 10, 12 different remixes on that. Obviously, a fan favorite is the Above and Beyond remix, which
So
is
good.
the remix that she uses in the video. It is, I mean, I saw people commenting saying probably one of her best remixes ever, not just like of that song, but just like ever.
The Calderon remix, which was the musical that was the music that was played during the Drowned World tour with the Spanish vocals, and I loved having that there as well. I listened to it all day yesterday. I know you guys did too.
Yeah, I had it on repeat. It's on multiple playlists on my Spotify, and it gets me through. I'm just again so happy that we finally have it on a streaming platform, because I mean I had the CD single, but as I've said multiple times, I do not have a CD player anymore, and so I cannot listen to these CDs. And I'm sorry, but I spent the money once. I'm not spending the money and buying it on iTunes again. You know, like if I've already spent the money once, that's what I have streaming for. You know, and that's why I'm like, put it on Spotify.
One of our listeners just wrote that he reenacted the video all day. Please do not kidnap old ladies and take them on,
Taser trips to ATMs,
thrill kill joyrides. Okay, please don't do that.
Yeah, seriously, recreating that. I'm fine if you want to recreate the bedroom scene where she's shoving booze and pills into a suitcase and putting on a gas station attendant's outfit and looking at yourself in the mirror. That is a fine recreation.
And
however,
that video was directed by Guy Ritchie, and I was just thinking when I watched it yesterday, when he filmed her, he really loved to humiliate her on film.
He doesn't film her well. It's almost as if he's trying to like dispel the beauty side of her.
The myth of Madonna.
Like he was trying to make her look not. I mean, I thought she looked beautiful, but I don't think he tries to make her look as attractive as he could have.
Exactly. I mean, look at the BMW film where he has her peeing her pants.
Yeah.
Look at Swept Away, where he has her slapped around for 2 hours, but I did enjoy that. And then in this one, he has her just committing crimes against humanity.
I was okay with I remember when that video came out and the MTV
was like, we've had it with her.
We're not playing this. It's too violent. And I'm like, okay, so obviously she didn't run her car through an actual crowd of skateboarders. Like, they were stunt guys getting hit. So it's ridiculous to think that plus the violence that we see in that video is no more violent
than Janie's Got a Gun,
or that we would see in something like The Matrix. And I know I've seen The Matrix played on MTV.
Right, or remember Smack My Bitch Up video? They played that all the time.
Yeah, it's because she's a woman, you know? Yeah. She's a woman, and women aren't allowed to be violent. You know, oh, no, no violence. It was just ridiculous. It's, I mean, I think it's a great stylistic video for her, though. It's such a different take for her, and so I'm happy that we saw that. But
ooh, we have lit a fuse. Our listeners are on fire. They hate Guy Ritchie. Thanks. I love you guys.
I did not watch Guy Ritchie's Aladdin. I refused. I'm like, nothing about Guy Ritchie and Aladdin. This sounds like a good idea.
No.
That I was like, no. And apparently some of our listeners are saying he's a bit homophobic, which is such an odd choice. Like, why would Madonna get involved with him? But we digress. This is not the Bash Guy Ritchie show.
Needless to say, he does not know what it feels like for a girl.
Yeah. But so happy that that's out. So happy that it's on streaming. But okay, let's get down to the topic of the day and our era of season 3, Confessions on a Dance Floor. Obviously, everyone knows Confessions on a Dance Floor. It was probably what people like to refer to as Madonna's most recent, last big successful era. after Confessions, people felt like she just hasn't delivered quite the same since then. Obviously, I think Confessions was one of her most cohesive deliveries from, the build up to the era coming out, the promotion of that album, the look, the creative styling, the sound, the tour, the videos, all of that was so cohesive and worked so well together. And I think it gave everyone what we've been wanting. I mean, I remember the first time I heard Get Together, and I had an orgasmic fit in the office that I was it's not that as dirty as it sounds.
I feel bad for your coworkers.
But I was like, oh my God, this is the music I've been waiting for Madonna to make. And I still, every time I listen to Get Together, it does. It sounds like a fresh, wonderful song. Yeah, the video wasn't great. I know. The video was not wonderful for Get Together.
Sleeping.
But I still love that song. And
I really loved the rollout for Confessions. I just thought that was like master class in how to roll out an album. There was the Motorola ad campaign.
yeah, no, Biggie, no.
and that was out like a full month before Hung Up was released as a single. So that was one of the few places you could hear it. I think if you had a Motorola phone, you could download the single exclusively for a while.
I just remember getting Confessions on a Dance. Someone sent me a link to some Japanese website, and I was able to listen to the Confessions album a week before, and I bless the people who are able to have the restraint to not listen to the leaks.
I didn't do it from Adam X.
I am not one of those people. I do not have the strength. I feel like it is way too long between Madonna eras, and I listened and I loved, and it was amazing. And I mean, look, I'd already bought the pre-sale on iTunes. I was buying the album, so basically it was mine already. And I thought, well, it's unfair that somebody else has it already and I don't. So,
So, Stefan, did you go to any of the pre-album release shows that she did?
I wished. Yeah, there was. So, fun fact on the Confessions tour, we got a bunch of like promo performances for that. There was the 2005 MTV European Music Awards where she sang "Hung Up,"
And she was in full recovery mode.
Yeah,
from falling off a horse.
Exactly. She like injured she broke a rib and her.
She also went back
collarbone.
to the David Letterman show, and he took her horseback riding around the block.
Right. She went to Star Academy. She was at GAY in London. She performed at the Old Roxy nightclub in New York City. She was on the 2006 Grammys with Gorillaz.
And then I got a story too. So at the time, this was like within like a 3-week span where Madonna was literally just like stirring up trouble all over the world. And my friend Nicole was bartending at a nightclub in the West Village called Luke and Leroy, and she's like, it's like 10 o'clock on a Saturday night, and she goes, you need to get your ass over here. I was like, Nicole, I'm about to go to sleep. And she's like, you're an asshole. Get your ass over here now. I'm going to put you on the list. Madonna is going to be a DJ tonight with Stuart Price. So I hightail it. I get on the 1 train, and I get off, and I'm like shaking. I'm so nervous. And yeah, about like 1 a.m, you look up, and Madonna is spinning records with Stuart Price, and they're all the records that inspired the album Confessions on a Dancefloor. So she was playing disco, she was playing Pet Shop Boys. She didn't play any of her songs, which drove me nuts because I just wanted to like throw my hands up in the air and dance to Holiday. But it was, I was in the room. That's all I can say.
Oh, that's great. That's fun. I know I was living vicariously through other people at that time. I did not. I remembered when I heard the rumor that she was going to be at the Roxy, and this was back in my drinking days. I was so hungover that day, and I remember that day so clearly because it was torrential rain, like cats and dogs pouring down all day long. And I thought, you know what? I do not have the
wherewithal.
The wherewithal, the energy to go wait in a monsoon, this hungover, to if she's going to be there. Of course, she was there, and she was dragging people up on stage, dancing with them to Confession songs, and totally missed out on that. But and then also Coachella. I mean, she
Famously
came on and headlined Coachella, and I think that was like the turning point for Coachella when I think Coachella was big before, but then when Madonna showed up, she was like one of the first mainstream acts to have ever been on the dance stage. And
yeah, she wasn't a struggling indie act looking for an audience.
no, I really wish we would get the full footage for that show. I mean, it was such an amazing set.
Well, actually, last year, YouTube released a documentary about the Coachella performances, and there are some really good high-definition clips from that in the documentary. So if you haven't seen that, check it out.
I believe the echo you all are hearing is because Tony and I have to be on separate phones in order to do this. These are our audio issues, people, so bear with us if there's an echo. That's why.
But, all you longtime listeners will know that we always fix our sound issues.
If you're hearing an echo live, we will try to eliminate the echo during Tony lives in a massive apartment. There's like 18-foot high ceilings. You're going to hear an echo, people. It's just what happens.
Sorry,
I think
guys.
there's an echo when I get close to him. But so can we take another caller?
Yeah, give us a call, guys.
If you want to call in and talk and join the echo, then feel free to. Have we really been talking for 47 minutes? No.
Well, I mean, 15 of those minutes we were trying to figure out what was going on with the sound.
We were testing out a new thing called a silent podcast. Hold on. We are going to...
Martin, you're on the podcast. Welcome.
Oh my God, am I on the podcast?
Oh my God, you're on the podcast. Who is this?
Yes, I did it.
Who is this?
Identify yourself.
It's Martin from San Francisco.
Martin are you wearing a flower in your hair, Martin?
I am not.
Martin, how's San Francisco? One of my favorite cities that I miss so much. I haven't been there since 2019.
Sunny and cold.
Oh, it's sort of like here it's a little overcast and cold here in New York City.
Yeah, it's been pretty chilly out here. I talked to my cousins in LA earlier this week, and they were saying it was pretty cold.
Well, Martin, what are you confessing today?
I am confessing that this is so fun. You guys, honestly, you guys were such a lifesaver last year and such a grounding force. And
thank you.
Such a community.
Thanks.
So were you. So were all the listeners, you guys, every
Ladies
week.
and gentlemen, we did not pay Martin to say that, by the way.
No, they did not.
We don't have money to pay Martin.
You introduced me to Nadia Ginsburg. She introduced me to Selene. It's like a
Oh my God, aren't those
daisy
two
chain.
hysterical?
Yeah.
The two of them together are just little chit-chatter boxes. They're amazing.
Oh my God, I just had another one of my brilliant ideas. We should get Selene and Nadia to do a live show with us.
You totally should do
We
that.
would never talk. It would just be them talking.
I know, that's why I said that.
I have a question for you guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
From Confessions, did you manage to snag one of the balloons that fell from the rafters at the end of the show?
I did not.
I did not. I do have, no. You know what? I have some confetti from the Spice Girls show in Vegas, but I think...
Oh, you saw the Spice Girls?
Oh my God, that's
another
hysterical.
podcast.
But I've never been able to go home with confetti or a balloon or money. There was the dollar bills that Madonna threw out in MDNA, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I still do have it. A friend of mine went to Confessions separate from me, and he snagged the balloon, and he gave it to me in a little box.
Oh, nice.
One of those little round boxes. So I don't know how he got the box at the show, but he got the balloon, and I have it.
Well, Martin, so since you're on, we don't have time to do lightning rounds for everybody, but we're going to ask all of our callers a little question. So what's your favorite song from the Confessions album?
Get Together.
All right, well, I'm biased, but I'll say yes.
You guys are like a get-together cult because, I like the song, but I'm just I'm into the emotional disco that happens towards the second half of the album. You know what I mean?
For sure. I mean, Jump is right up there. I have All Sisters, so that's a good song for me to when I think about my sisters.
Oh, that's cool.
I can see that, definitely.
No one talks of Fighting Spirit.
Well, that's because Fighting Spirit doesn't technically count as an official Confessions song.
But that's a good song, and
It's
History.
such a good song.
It is.
In
tell
History,
you,
too.
that Lady Gaga did it again, and there's an element of history that repeats in "Stupid Love," and I don't know if you can hear it toward the.
Oh,
toward the
I could see
chorus.
that. Yeah.
There's a little echoey, like a choral echoey something going on.
But now, Martin, do you think at this point Madonna fans are just sort of trying to find things in Lady Gaga's songs that remind them of Madonna at this point? I don't really
Not
think.
at all.
I don't think Lady Gaga's really doing all of this as much as people think she is.
Not anymore.
I mean, Madonna's never released a cookie, you know?
I think it's just really telling that as much as I wasn't looking for a ripoff or anything, that it was like the first thing that popped when I heard that song for the first time. It was like, wait, that's history.
Interesting. I'll have. You know what? I'm gonna go back and listen to that. I can totally see what you mean, though. It's sort of the same way, like "Express Yourself" with "Born This Way." It's not a blatant copy of the song, but there is like enough elements to it where you're like, "Yep, if I sing Express Yourself over Born This Way, I can hear it."
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Totally.
Martin, thanks so much for joining us from the West Coast.
Yes. Next time I'm in San Francisco, you're taking me to a coffee.
Oh, please do come over, visit, and then, we'll have a much longer chat.
Awesome. Thanks, Martin. Talk to you
guys take
soon.
care.
I need to get to the West Coast. I think that's going to be one of my
Me too.
one of my first trips after Tulum, which is apparently but I realized I need to get my passport renewed in order to travel to Mexico, and I let my passport expire over COVID because I was like, we're never traveling ever again, and I was like, when I realized, okay, now I'm vaxxed and ready to party, I'm like, oh, I have to renew my passport. I'm not gonna be able to travel. So we've got time for more callers, people.
Yeah, call us in. So I was just talking about Fighting Spirit.
There you go.
Remember that the album first began as a Mirwais project, and he actually did work on Future Lovers, but that got overhauled by Stuart Price, who is the spiritual leader of this album, I would say.
Yes. So who just joined us? Who do we have on the line?
All right,
This is Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. You're talking to Tony and Stefan. Thanks for calling.
Thanks for doing this. This is great. I love your guys' podcast.
Oh, thank you for listening. So what are you confessing today?
I'm confessing that my favorite song off the album is Let It Will Be, which I don't think gets enough love.
Exactly, yeah.
Why don't you think it gets enough love?
I think it's so great. And I wanted to say how important this album was to me. It came out just after I moved to Iowa. First time away from family. I was lonely. So this was like a beacon. Listen to it constantly. Used to run at the gym with my little CD Discman to this album. And it just brings back such good memories. So I love it. So I love that you guys are doing this.
Thank you. I love Let It Will Be, the performance on the show. It's kind of like when she did Nobody Knows Me. It's it's one of those defiant, like this is me kind of songs. And I still use it when I'm strutting down the street.
The energy is insane.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so thanks for talking about that song because no one ever does. You're right.
No.
Well, what is your favorite video from Confessions? Obviously, Let It Will Be did not get a video, but out of the videos that we did get, what was your favorite?
Hung Up. The pink leotard is just iconic, and you just can't beat it. I want the whole video of her to be in that studio. I think though, with that pink leotard.
Wouldn't that be fun? That's honestly not saying that it's a missed opportunity because I'm sure it's just a creative choice, but why didn't we get just a performance video only? Just Madonna, because there's footage of her dancing for the whole song. I would have loved to just her in that studio, just a dance only version, nobody else.
Well, what's great about the part of the video where she's dancing in the studio is that I always knew it had been inspired by disco in the 70s and Saturday Night Fever, et cetera. But recently, Saturday Night Fever is all over streaming, and I watched it. And there is a scene where John Travolta is in a studio with his dance partner, and they're going through their moves. And I swear to God, I got chills and just could not take my eyes off the screen. It's the exact same movement and in the same energy. And Madonna's not copying. It's definitely an homage, and it's definitely inspired by, but it's so spot on that I just love her influences.
Yes.
Was that Donna Pascal?
Yes. No, not in that scene.
Oh, okay.
This is in the studio.
Yeah, I always think of Donna Pascal as Evie's mom from
Out of This World. I love that.
Out of This World was, for those of you who were who were not born when this, Out of This World was like one of those old like syndicated sitcoms that Evie was like a child of a human and an alien.
And the alien was played by the voice of Burt Reynolds. Why are we talking about this?
Yeah, but Evie could stop time by pushing her fingers together. I was obsessed with it. I always tried to stop time pushing my fingers together. It never worked. But yeah, anyway, and I digress.
Yeah, we do this a lot. Anyway, thank you so much for calling. So give us a listen next time.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome.
All right, thanks so much. See ya.
Bye-bye.
All righty, moving along. We're just going to take another caller.
Let's just take a caller.
Hello, you're live with MLVC.
Oh my God, again? Ooh, yay. Hello.
Hi.
Hello,
Who's calling?
Please, how are you? This is Junior.
Hello, Junior.
Junior, we love you.
Madonna.
Hi.
Oh, you're
how
like.
How are you guys?
Oh, we're fantastic. How's things? You're not in Miami, correct?
Thanks for all the love, Junior. Thank you.
I am not. I am in the Bronx, which I call New York
Boogie
City.
Down Bronx.
Boogie Down Bronx. What are you confessing today?
What am I confessing? I don't know. Ask me for something and I'll confess it, I guess.
Oh, this is not the Truth or Dare episode. We're not going down that road.
Exactly.
Junior, what would be your favorite performance from the Confessions era? So we had we'd rattled off a whole bunch. There was the promo performances. There was the Confessions tour itself. Did you have a favorite either promo or tour moment performance of a song?
I would say Hung Up, and I forget where it was where she had the car come on the stage and they did all the dip squats.
That was music.
That was music from the Grammys, but
oops.
She did but she also performed Hung Up at the Grammys and Gorillaz.
Love that
that's
moment.
the one, Gorillaz.
When
the
she
Gorillaz
did,
one.
I love that because they were touting that it was Madonna with the Gorillaz, and I'm like, how the hell are they doing this?
Yeah,
and
they did it.
Obviously, the Gorillaz and Madonna that was all digital. It was all done on a screen. But I thought that they made Madonna's hologram look really convincing. Like the Gorillaz obviously are just cartoons, but I thought Madonna's hologram wove around them. They did it very smartly. And I thought the songs meshed well together, the Gorillaz into Hung Up, and it was
she
cute.
looked amazing.
Yeah, she did.
Her outfit was like, her hair, everything was like, that was our Madonna.
I had this idea that Madonna showed up to, the brainstorming meeting for the Medellin performance at the Billboard Award, and she's like, I want to do what I did with the Gorillaz for this one.
But I want three of me.
But I want three of me. It didn't quite work out, but it's okay.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think I liked the holograms in Medellin as much as I liked the holograms in the Gorillaz, but yeah.
Probably because of the HD now is very different from back then. Like now we can see everything. Everything that's done like digitally, you can actually see that it's digital.
Yeah.
Rather than before it was like before it would blend in. But my favorite song off the album though would have to be Jump. Because
did you like the video?
No, I did not like the video. I think the video I did with my 1-year-old niece, because that's why I love that song, because she would the only word she could say was jump. So I would bounce her on the bed and I would say, jump, are you ready to jump? And we would sing it and she would sing, hum it with me. In my brain, she was singing it with me, but but that was good.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like that video. She only had one day to shoot that in between tour stops in Japan. So, they just gave her a wig and told her to go stand in the corner,
Yeah, I usually like when she ends her promo of an album with a love song. So I wish she would have done one for Forbidden Love.
Yeah, I love Forbidden Love. Both versions.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Junior, thanks so much for giving us a call again. Good to talk to you.
Thank you guys. You guys have made the past year a very good one for me.
Awesome.
So listening to you guys is great.
And we love your hilarious comments, so keep them coming, okay?
Oh, okay. Thank you, guys.
Ciao.
Thank
Be
you.
safe. Bye.
Bye.
Let's take a caller. Caller, you're on.
Hello, guys.
Hi.
Who's this?
I'm new here, but I've been in the podcast for 7 months now.
Oh, and what's your name?
My name is Angela.
Angela,
Hi.
welcome.
Where are you
Hey.
calling us from?
Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, sunny Florida. Is it sunny in Florida today?
Oh, high 85.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah, jealous. We're gonna hop off this and come visit you in Florida.
So, Angela, tell us, what are you confessing today?
Well, I've been following Madonna since I was 12.
Mm-hmm.
I fell in love with her with Hang Up. I'm from Colombia. So
yeah.
Madonna in Colombia is just known as La Isla Bonita and,
Yep.
like a prayer, the oldies.
Well, okay, you're the first Colombian that I've spoken to since Medellin came out. So what did you think when you heard that Madonna was going to work with Maluma, who is like the king of Colombia?
Yes. Well, I screamed because, Medellin is a city from Colombia, and Madonna went on the NDNA to Medellin. That was my
that's
first
right.
show there.
Oh, that's amazing. I mean, tell us, I always ask people who've seen Madonna in a Latin country, but tell us what the energy is like at a Madonna show in Medellin, Colombia.
Oh, the stadium was packed. And not also that, but next to me, there were like people like from 50s and above that I would never imagine that in Colombia, Madonna would pack the stadium. Like it was
Like she
amazing.
brought the country together, right?
Yes, and at the beginning, I have friends who were from Live Nation in Latin America. So the thing is that I am the fan administrator from the fan clubs in Colombia for Madonna.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so I make a lot of parties, and we make like there's a lot of fans of Madonna in Colombia. A lot. So when Madonna did the first date, it was so many people that they had to add another date. So she performed on November 28th. So they had to add November 29th because she was going to do just one date. It was amazing. I was impressed. I never thought that Madonna would pack 2 days the stadium. It was like more than 40,000 people.
It's incredible. Yeah, she plays to huge crowds in Brazil, and she's been to Chile, Argentina. I every tour she should get the opportunity to go to the Latin countries because her fandom there is very, very strong.
Well, that's the day that I don't know if you guys remember that she fell and it was blood coming out.
Oh, yes.
That was the day that she fell. I was there, but she didn't clear her face.
Right, she just kept on singing.
Yeah, she kept singing, and then that day was raining a lot. But I was thinking that she was really hurt, but she kept singing. She didn't clean her face, so she was mostly all the concert like with a cut under her eye. But it was perfect.
Angela, did she sing anything special for you guys in Spanish?
No, but she the thing is that she had 2 Colombian friends before. I don't know if you guys remember for the Secret video. At the time, she had like 2 friends from Medellin.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So she knows, yes, she knows 2 words from Colombia. It's a cursing word, but
oh, it's
shocking.
Besa mi culo?
She said that, and she said, "Hijo de puta." But
Yeah,
she said so
it's
so
okay.
fun.
You can curse on the show.
Yeah. So that was like, and she spoke in Spanish, and I remember you guys had seen in the secret project the cards like at the beginning of the video.
Yes.
The thing is that's in Medellin. She was afraid. She was afraid because she had a lot of high security standards in Colombia. So she said in an interview that she had like a lot of like police cars surrounding her. Yeah.
Well, luckily that situation has changed in Colombia, and there's not that much need for that anymore.
But yes, that's true. But Madonna is Madonna, and the president and everything, they took care of that. But she was pleased in Colombia, like she was happy, and And
I'm so glad to hear the
we
story.
We
This
got
is so
lucky
cool.
because when they opened the gates, we could see the whole rehearsal.
Mm-hmm.
We could see the whole rehearsal for the entire concert.
Yeah, we're not lucky like that. Because I've tried. I remember when I saw her in Philadelphia, and you could hear her performing. I tried running in to see her doing the rehearsal, and we were not allowed in.
She did it. She did from Guerrero One until I believe Amasina.
She does like a couple. Yeah, she does a couple warm up songs, and that's great that you got to see it though.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we got to see it, but she went to the backstage and she came out until 2 a.m. in the morning. So we had to wait.
Late night.
Late night, yes.
Well, Angela, thanks so much for joining us. This was great to be able to talk to somebody in Colombia.
Well, from Colombia. She's in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
From Colombia.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for calling, and yeah, we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you, guys. Have a good day.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye.
That was so cool. I love hearing about Madonna performing in places that we've never been to.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I don't know. Tony, shall we take one more caller? We can...
Yes. Let's take a call.
Sure. Let's do it. Hi, you're on with MLVC.
Hey, guys.
Hi. Who's this?
This is Tyler, also from Florida.
Hi, Tyler from Florida. Which part of Florida are you in?
Close to Orlando.
Very cool.
Oh, do you work at Disney World?
No, but I go a lot. I'm a Disney gay.
I love Disney. I hope to go back when I don't have to wear a mask. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, hopefully soon. Hopefully.
Yep. So, Tyler, what are you confessing for us today?
I'm confessing. Well, I love you guys.
Oh,
thank you so much for this amazing podcast.
Oh, thanks. It's a labor of love.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's it? I thought there was a part two. I thought you were like, I love this podcast and
yeah.
I was like, come on, give us some more.
I love Madonna. I'm also in the Get Together cult, so
I don't understand you guys. I don't. There's no video to latch onto.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, now I know that this is a very divisive thing to say. I do enjoy the Get Together video because from an animation standpoint, I think that what they did with the overlays and the graphics and the swirling and the movie, like the fact that people took the live footage from the Coco performance and made that into an animated video. Now, I think that the animation was a bit too dense and dark and heavy, and it didn't sort of fit the buoyant vibe of Get Together. But
right.
Would I have loved a different version of a Get Together video? Absolutely. But
yeah. But the performance was great, though.
Yeah,
so.
The performance was great. No, I was just a little let down by the video because Hung Up and Sorry they seamlessly segued into each other, and I thought, this could be a theme for Confessions, where she's just out all night doing different things. But no, she called the animator.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've said this before. If Madonna was ever going to have done a visual album, Confessions on a Dance Floor should have been that visual album. It had been really amazing had we seen, like you said, just from Hung Up to Sorry to Get Together to, like all of whatever order she wanted to release them in.
Even like How High.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah. And it's such a missed opportunity that we didn't get more videos. Because Get Together, that's not really a video. I mean, she didn't do anything. And even though, yes, she did Jump, I still feel that Jump was not to the same level as Hung Up and Sorry.
Right. She was kind of like boxed in.
But, however, we got such a brilliant tour, you kind of forgive her for not giving us more videos,
Yeah.
So, Tyler, do you have something to confess?
No, he already confessed. He confessed to us that he just loves the podcast.
No, that's not a real confession. That's just a statement.
I think Tony's fishing for, did you do something dirty and naughty last night?
That's not what I asked.
Maybe. I mean, every night.
Well, it is hot and sweaty in Florida,
so it's kind
of... What did you think of the Gucci photo shoot?
She looked amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And
she's working it.
I see a lot of people online saying, "Oh, it's Photoshop." I mean, yeah, but she still looks amazing for, 62, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hell. Look,
And
if we can
I
all
saw
look
her
that great
post-
at 62,
Yeah, what?
if we could all look that great
We
at 62.
can. Yeah, she gives us hope, right? She makes you believe
Yeah,
we
I
can
mean,
all look like that.
If I looked that great at 62, I would also make sure that my tour DVD would be released on time.
Stop it.
Yeah.
For Christmas or,
That's another thing. I'm still waiting for the Madam X tour. Like, what? Stop taking selfies. Get that shit done.
Thank you. We are of the same lot. We like an industrious, hardworking Madonna.
Absolutely.
No downtime. Sorry. I'm still
we
mad
stand a
that
hardworking queen.
Exactly. I'm still mad that she went on that Jamaican vacation. That's 7 days that she could have been in the editing studio.
Right? Exactly. Unbelievable.
All right, Tyler, thanks for calling and keep giving us your love. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. It was great.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Oh, it's fun to be able to talk to people.
I know. I'm so happy that I get to talk to you guys, and getting comments is one thing, but hearing your voices and your very nice comments is another thing.
Oh, so we got a question in the comments. What songs would you guys think she missed putting on the set list of the tour?
He just talked about how high. I think that would have been cool. I loved how Lucky Star got Confessions remixed.
Yeah.
So
it was like Hung Up Eyes.
Yeah, Hung Up Eyes. So I would have liked to see more of that. We could have done that with Into the Groove.
Yeah, there was, I feel like Confessions was such a great opportunity for her to trot out some of her massive dance hits and do
medleys
of her songs. But I felt like
she kind of tried it in Sticky and Sweet, and it didn't work. Never did it again.
No, well, she also in Rebel Heart. Remember, she sort of did Lucky Star, Into the Groove, and Dress You Up, right?
Yeah.
Remember, she did that in Rebel Heart. Thank you, guys. But yeah, if she had done something like that, where if she had done Into the Groove, Deeper and Deeper. I still think Vogue was a missed opportunity for Confessions. It would have.
Oh, that's right.
It would have been great to hear Vogue in a disco version of some way, shape, or form. We could always say Rescue Me would have been great on, but I'm forever grateful that at least we got Erotica. Yeah, exactly.
And that leading up to Music Inferno, I was living my best life. That's when I decided that I needed to see that show again. Just for that.
Yeah. The Music Inferno was fucking fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
Yeah, I loved Confessions.
I know.
I don't regret knocking over a chair.
Absolutely no regrets. All right, well, guys, we're running a little over. We had a false start, and I'm curious to know what this recording is going to sound like at the end of the day.
Either way, I feel like we had fun, and I'm so grateful for you guys once again. We love you too. We do. And this is fun for us as well. And we can't wait to do it again. We're going to be doing more live shows, but we also have an episode coming up next week that is going to be really good. You guys are going to love it.
Yes, so obviously you can find us on Twitter and Instagram, MLVC Podcast. We have our little splash page, MLVCpodcast.com. We're streaming wherever you can listen to podcasts. Make sure you tell your friends and family. And again, I want to say thanks for joining us today live, but also thanks for joining us for these past 2 years. We're so happy that you're along for the ride. We have a lot of great guests coming up, and of course a lot of Madonna conversations coming your way. We definitely will be going live again probably next month, like we said, for Truth or Dare. So watch some Truth or Dare and get ready for that.
I also wanted to thank everyone for listening to us for the last 2 years. We just wanted a place where we could go to talk about Madonna, and here we are, guys.
Ta-da!
We did it. So let's just keep the conversation going, all right?
Enjoy the rest of your weekends. And yes, new episode coming very soon. But until then, we will talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.